Hey guys, welcome back to the Combat Corner. My name's Jackson,
My name is Kobe.
and today we'll be discussing the UFC 295 event that took place yesterday.
Yep.
We've got
What a card.
Great card. Five fights on the main card and 5 finishes.
Yeah. Pretty
Oh.
insane.
Can't really argue with that. We've got a little bit to break down on the Toronto card that's upcoming in the new year.
Yep.
And also, we've got the drink of the day is Calypso Ocean Blue Lemonade. But I think that's enough rambling and we should probably get into it.
Let's get into the damn video, eh? Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
It was a pop.
Here we go, eh?
That was a bit of a different sound to what we're used to.
We smelled it?
I have not smelt it,
Give it a
no.
whiff, see what you think.
Whoa. It's very,
Interesting. This is the drink that we're drinking. Bit of a close-up shot. Calypso.
Ocean Blue
Blue
Lemonade.
lemonade. Shake it well.
No, that's something different. Blueberry lemonade. Not
It's
bad.
pretty... tangy, man.
It is tangy.
Interesting. I quite like that. We will get into that later, though.
Hold your
not gonna
horses,
rush it.
guys. All right, we've got a bit to talk about first.
We've got a hell of a lot to talk about, man. It's been a crazy week, and this is kind of the first crazy weekend of stuff that's happened within the industry since we started.
Yeah, apart from Francis Ngannou shocking the world,
yeah.
but yeah, pretty much Kobe.
Yeah.
You're not too
UFC
far.
related.
Yeah, UFC related. Yeah. No, you're all right. Alex Pereira, new light heavyweight champion of the world. Tom Aspinall, interim champ. So you did call it. You did call it. The bulldozer Pavlovich is now.
He was bulldozed
He was bulldozed. Yeah,
by Big Tom.
exactly what you said was going to happened as well. He got confident and he moved forward, and Tom countered and dropped him.
Yeah.
So no, well done.
But then the thing is, it could have gone one of two ways. Watching it, it looked like one of them was just going to get knocked out. Tom got clipped. His chin was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
To get clipped like that and not even get rocked slightly. He even commented on it. And then it just slip 1-2, 1-2, done.
Yeah.
What a beast.
Yeah, like you say, it was the chin on Aspinall was impressive. I mean, there's not many people we've seen go in there against Pavlovich and walk out, let alone a victor, and let alone getting slightly rocked. Like, as soon as you're rocked by that guy, it's normally lights out.
It's usually
right afterwards.
Done. Yeah. No, that's super impressive. Should we start with the main event?
Yeah.
Go top to bottom.
Yeah. No, I like that.
By the way, just move over a little bit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You can't see your
I'll come into
beautiful
the
face.
light.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll come into the light.
You're a little bit covered
How's that?
by the big mic.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Alex Pereira, Yuri
yeah.
Prohaska, second round KO.
Big fight. Pereira. Yeah. I was going to say Prohaska, but I completely messed up.
That's all right, buddy.
Alex Pereira, Yuri Prohaska. Yeah. Second round KO. We called it.
We called it. Yeah. I had it down. I'm a little gambling app at a third round knockout, so I was a bit gutted. But yeah, a very good result nonetheless. And yeah, I think we both saw that coming. It was just him putting his head out there too much.
Yeah.
Didn't like he
got clipped a couple times.
He did get clipped a couple times, and I think stylistically it was just Alex Pereira's fight from the get go.
Yeah. Yuri had some moments, but he never looked like he was truly, mounting any meaningful attack, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he took him down, obviously, but Pereira managed to get back up. He really didn't do any damage on the ground, like, at all.
That's right.
And on the feet, he just looked like he was in danger the whole time. And I don't think he landed anything big.
No, he did. Yeah, like you say, he did have a couple moments, and I think he did land one or two strikes that kind of me a bit worried there for Alex. But yeah, like you say, when they were on their feet, it was Alex's fight the whole time. And I think it was just the fact that he has more of a straight up kind of kickboxing approach. And Yuri is stylistically just the complete opposite. It's kickboxing. It's more Muay Thai, I guess, but it's all over the shop, and he's launching attacks from everywhere. But Alex just kept his guard up and kept plugging away.
His composure was,
that's right, yeah.
And he was making reads that first round. You could tell. He landed a couple leg kicks, really significant leg kicks, which slowed him down. Yeah, I think like the first or second one he landed made Yuri fall, which is quite insane to think. Like Yuri's been leg kicked before by many big guys, and as soon as Alex steps in, their former middleweight drops him. Like obviously was doing some insane damage. Those leg kicks are just next level.
Yeah, they are. They are probably, I'd say, one of his best weapons.
For sure.
I mean, that left hook obviously is right up there, but the way that he can wear people down with those leg kicks, I mean, we saw him do it against Izzy, and yeah, I'm sure we'll see him do it against plenty of other people in future. It's just, he does seem to have it levels above everyone else.
Yeah. There's no telegraph. That's the crazy thing. The way he throws it, there's just literally no telegraph. It's just right through there,
and it's so snappy. It doesn't even look like he's throwing himself into it too much. It's just the technique is just down, and he's hitting the exact spot that he wants to shut your leg off.
Right on the calf.
Yeah,
no, it's crazy. That final, the final barrage. It was obviously Yuri came in. He got him in close. He clipped him with the left. He finished him. He put him down with the right. Insane how much power he can generate from a short left hook and a short right hook even, because I think it was the left hook which kind of pushed him in to the right, which dropped him, and then those elbows just devastating on the takedown.
It was pretty nasty after that.
Brutal, yeah. Honestly, Yuri took it like a man.
He did, yeah. Well, what do you expect? I mean, he's
a warrior.
He's a warrior, yeah. I mean, this takes no shine off his name in my books.
No,
I mean,
no, definitely not.
Like he came in and fought Glover for the belt last time and won in the 5th round, which I think then got fight of the year.
I think it could have done, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
should have done.
Obviously, just a great competitor in that division, but like we talked about, I think it was last week or possibly the week before, that light heavyweight division has still got a wee bit of time to iron itself out because there's a lot of creases in that top 10.
Yeah, for sure. You got to look at it now that Pereira's the champ, and you look at it and you're like, okay, so obviously he should probably fight Jamal Hill once he's back. That's like the obvious one, right? He was the former champ, the current champ. Get them together. There's a few guys that could really do some damage to Pereira, and I'm not taking anything away from Pereira, but you look at the likes of Ankalaev with his wrestling prowess, that could cause a lot of problems for someone like Pereira. You've got the likes of Johnny Walker. I don't think he would cause too many problems. He's a little bit like Pereira in the way that he is extremely unorthodox.
Yeah.
It's not a big, strong wrestler who can actually hold him down and get some offense off. I'm not saying that that it's an easy walk in the park for them, but that's a tough challenge for Alex at 205.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, apart from Ankalaev though,
who else?
Who else is there? And we saw him take Jan down, and he wasn't able to. I mean, obviously Jan's a bit more well versed in the way of ground game, but there wasn't in that fight against Jan. There wasn't too much done on the ground.
Crazy damage from what I can remember, but
and there
was a few moments.
There was a few moments that he could have taken advantage on the ground against Jan. There, this is Ankalaev I'm talking about. Yeah. So, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but there's no one that I look at in that top like title kind of conversation at the moment that really would worry me like that much. I mean,
Jamal Hill, I really don't see Jamal Hill beating Pereira. I really just can't see it happening, honestly. Things like that left hand or that just anything that he touches anyone with, it just puts them to sleep or it rocks them so bad that he can finish them.
Yeah, I agree. There was like the Jamal Hill we saw against Glover Teixeira was one that we hadn't seen before. So I mean, if he can come back and level up his performance again like he did on that occasion, I think, you know, there is a world where he could pose some threats to Alex's game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in the way of striking, he's levels above.
He is for real, man. It's Jamal Hill, he's got some good boxing, but I don't see him outboxing and, you know, doing a Strickland versus Izzy.
I think this is good for the light heavyweight division though. Having a champ that does look, you know, somewhat dominant sitting on the throne. You know, it's not someone up there who, I mean, you know, he has only just moved into the division, but yeah, you can see some good matchups, and you're not worried. You know, like some of these other guys who are champ, like we're talking about Strickland the other day, going up against Duplessis next. That's, you know, that's a bit out there. That's kind of a bit on the cuff. It's like, it's a bit of a...
You don't believe that Strickland's the champ and he's the favourite kind of thing. And
then also, I mean, what's going to happen when Merab fights O'Malley, if that ever comes to be? You know, like there's some guys who are atop of their division, but it's kind of like you get this feeling as soon as someone else gets there, it's all over. But for Alex Pereira, he looks well and truly in the driver's seat of that light heavyweight division right now.
I think I agree. Because really, Yuri was the biggest test, right? At 205. He obviously never lost the belt. Jamal Hill stepped in and he beat Glover very convincingly. But I still think that Yuri skill for skill was the biggest challenge at 205. Like I say, if Ankalaev can kind of pull his stuff together and put a few wins together, show some ground dominance, you know, he's a good kickboxer as well. He's got a good chin. I think that could definitely cause some issues for Alex, but a lot of the top guys are strikers, or they're not like dominant wrestlers at 205. So yeah, I could see him remaining champ for a decent chunk of time, which is exciting. It's nice to have a bit of stability because really since John Jones left that division, it's just been a complete it's just been a roundabout. So what's next? What's next for these guys?
Well, yeah, I agree with you. Jamal Hill's got to be next. I mean, if you're going to line Yuri up, you know, after waiting for an injury for that title shot straight away, it's got to be Jamal next.
Yeah. Never lost the belt.
Never lost the belt, and, you know, vacated it, which he didn't have to do. So, you know, hats off to the guy.
I don't think he did actually vacate it. He was the champ up until the moment that fight finished. So technically, he kind of did. He essentially did vacate.
Yeah. Well, that was the same for the...
Yeah, that was the same with Jerry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd like to see Jamal versus Alex Pereira. In terms of who Prohaska goes up against next, it's tricky. I mean...
Maybe the winner of Blachowicz and who's he fighting?
Good question.
Rakic.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's on this card. It
was only just announced.
It was. Yeah, it was only very recently announced. Yeah, so I'll show you this. So Blachowicz obviously is fighting on this card against Alexander Rakic. That could be a good one for the loser of that title fight, Yuri. Yeah, it's a wee ways away. I mean, it is. It's a bit of a break to wait 3 months to see the outcome of a fight before, you know, you then got to wait possibly another couple of months until you fight again. Well, Yuri probably will want to get right back into it, probably. But then he did get knocked out. So, who else is? You know, he might need a break. Yeah, who else is sitting up there in the? Do we have a wee peek? Light heavyweight division. You want to do your weather report?
Yeah, I was just going to say, guys, today we are blistering hot here in Christchurch, reaching a high so far of 27 degrees. Not many clouds in the sky, still a few around. Kobe and I realizing that we're going to need some AC in here shortly. Having these curtains closed and this light beaming at us in 27, 28 degrees, it's not nice.
It isn't nice. We're sweating. No. You see sweat on my little forehead. By the way, you're a little bit covered by the camera.
That's all right.
Okay. Do you like to be covered?
I don't mind, but...
I like to be covered in a big black thing.
No.
Well, hey, let's get back on topic, okay?
I'd like that.
Jamal Hill.
Jamahal.
Jamahal Hal. Sounds
and-
Scottish.
Yeah. So we've got
So yeah, so here we go. Obviously, it still shows Jamal Hill because they've not updated it. There's Yuri number 1. So Ankalaev is number 2.
yeah.
But they'll probably match him up with Johnny Walker again.
They have.
They already have.
Yeah.
Has that been announced?
Yeah, I think that was announced this morning.
Well, there you go. Alex Pereira, he's not going to fight him because
Yeah, well, they just fought
So he
yesterday.
lost.
Yeah, we were
Blahovic,
talking about that.
Head up, Rakic. I don't think he's got anyone else to fight
No.
up from the winner of either Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker or the winner of Rakic and Blahovic. I really don't think there's anyone else it would be fair to put him up against. Unless you want to give Anthony Smith a shot.
Anthony Smith
Anton.
versus Yuri Prohaska. I
Yeah.
reckon that fight would make a lot of sense, you know.
Just for Smith's well-being.
Yeah. Just
to make him feel better.
I know we did say in the last episode that he should retire and just become a backup fighter full time, but
Yeah.
maybe this
Give him
is
one more.
this is what he comes out for.
Yeah. But I mean, he's already been Özdemir, Ryan Spann lost recently, Roundtree's booked. And all these guys are just too low in the rankings to even consider for...
Dominic Reyes has now been booked as well.
Yeah, Reyes is booked. And he's already beat Reyes, and Reyes is now 13th on a massive losing
Yeah.
streak.
It's a shame that.
Um,
Well, yeah, it might be a bit of waiting around for Yuri Prohaska.
oh, who else, Who else? Unless he wants to change divisions, but there's no
There's no
division
point
for
in
him
that.
to really change
No.
to.
He's still got some things to prove here at light heavyweight, I think.
Mm,
But
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we'll keep our ears out for that for that announcement when he's coming back. Yeah, I think
we're gonna have to wait. Yeah, super interesting fight though.
Oh yeah,
Went down like we predicted.
most exactly.
Crazy stare down.
Crazy stare down. Yeah, that was
stare down.
that would put fear into that was putting fear into me, and I'm halfway across the world.
Yeah,
You know,
I was shaking.
Yeah.
I cried a little bit.
Yeah, I actually had to run
back.
and hide behind the couch and
Mm.
kind of peep over just out of fear.
Yeah, I went into a different room
Mm.
most of the fight.
Fair enough.
Anyway, we'll move on. A lot of talking about that fight because it was so awesome. Another awesome fight. Heavyweights, two big men.
Big
Up
man.
for the big men.
Big
Up
man
for
ting.
the big men ting. Up for the heavyweight interim strap. We're talking about Tom Aspinall and Sergey Pavlovich. This was my the fight I was most excited about on this whole card.
Really?
For sure. I love Tom Aspinall. I think he's cool as. He's from close to where I was born, which is really cool. And yeah, just top man. And he's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, I think he proved that on the weekend.
That really cemented it.
It did because just another one of these guys that the UFC has been hyping, and fair enough so, Sergey Pavlovich over the last couple of years with what he's managed to do to some of these big names in the heavyweight rankings.
He's
So
beaten the who's who of that division for
definitely,
sure.
and in very quick succession, like just gone through and taken them out one after the other every couple of months for the last 18 months. It feels like now.
Exactly. I mean, when you're finishing people in the first minute, you can just jump right back into another fight.
That's right,
You
yeah.
don't- he's not taking any damage.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. The only damage he took in his UFC career really was against Alistair Overeem until now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Tom Aspinall really dealt with the boogeyman. No one wanted to fight Sergey Pavlovich.
Nope.
Tom Aspinall stepped in there on 2 weeks' notice like a bad man and knocked him out in the first round. Absolutely insane. What a guy. What a player in
Yeah.
this division.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you say, yeah, he does seem like a top bloke. And I would have loved to side with him, but I think I was just so swept away with the whole bulldozer mentality of Sergey Pavlovich. I just thought there was no way anyone was beating him. And like, there's a lot of talk about like these two guys, Aspinall and Pavlovich. There's a lot of talk about Jones and Miocic retiring straight after this match that's still supposed to happen, and I'd imagine those two guys are the main reason for that.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Tom's the champ.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you've got to consider Tom the champion. You really
Just sweating so hard, man.
For a
It's
same, I just
very hot.
realised it's boiling hot. Guys, it's like 25 degrees. We're just coming into summer.
I would say it is probably about 30 degrees in here, though.
In here, yeah, for sure.
We are cooking.
I'm cooking. But yeah, no, I don't see a world where we see John Jones versus Tom Aspinall or Stipe for that matter. I just don't see it happening. I really think that they're going to walk out and walk off into the sunset after that fight. And fair enough, kind of. They've done it all. This is now a new generation of fighter that's coming through.
Yeah, 100%.
Do I think John Jones and Stipe could beat Tom? For sure. Do I think Tom could beat them both? Absolutely. So, big risk for a fighter like John Jones or Stipe Miocic to put it all on the line after winning that final fight.
Yeah.
Risk their legacy. Although it doesn't do much to their legacy if they lose.
No. But as you know, like, I'm sure Miocic, if he gets the belt, isn't going to be sticking around. That's one thing. Like, yeah, he's 40 and he hasn't fought for quite some time now, I believe.
Since Francis.
Yeah, so since Francis, so he's been kind of waiting for something like this in terms of something to walk out.
He's been waiting for a big name.
And you know, John Jones doesn't want to keep having to beat off all these young men time and time again.
He does. But he just wants to do it not in front of thousands of people anymore.
Yeah,
he just wants to do it in his own home.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Maybe he does.
Maybe he doesn't. Are you trying to?
I don't know.
I
was trying to say something funny there.
Yeah.
I was trying to have a bit of a play on words.
Really
yeah. Thanks, mate.
I thought I was like, we're going to shake hands. My phone was going to start ringing.
I feel like this episode, by the end of it, is just going to turn into like a weight cut. You know?
Yeah, honestly.
Like, I'm feeling lighter already. I feel like I'm...
And this sugar's pinging me out. Like, this is crazy. I've not had sugar like this in a long time. This is 50...
I've got 50 sugar like this in a long time.
50 G's, baby, of sugar.
God damn.
This is actually really good.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Will we ever?
We'll get to that later. Don't you worry.
Tom Aspinall, we want to wait and see what the hell is going to happen between John Jones and Miocic before we go matching him up. Because, I mean, obviously, if one of those two is going to stick around, then that's the obvious fight to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
if it's going to be at least 8 months until John Jones is ready to fight, got to think, 8 months or 7 months, 8 months probably from now until he can fight, maybe longer, minimum 8 months, and then he's not going to fight for another at minimum 5-6 months after that. That's 14 months minimum, and Tom's going to want to fight within the next 14 months, isn't he? So
you think so?
He needs a fight.
He does.
He's probably going to defend the interim belt, which is bonkers.
Yeah, I think that is more likely than them stripping Jones of the belt, but just because of like
they're not going to do that to Jones.
No. It is like what is more likely to happen, in my opinion, is Miocic retires before even coming back for this John Jones fight. And then we line up Aspinall versus John Jones for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. But
I think most fans, if they could pick out of Miocic versus Jones or Aspinall versus Jones after that weekend, 90% of fans are going to pick Aspinall versus Jones.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's no chance.
I agree with you, but at the same time,
doesn't mean it's going to happen.
This fight between Miocic and Jones, you know, it was right on the cusp of happening. You know, we nearly had it, and it was stripped away from us at the last minute. And people, I think, are still fizzing for that. You know, you've got the way that you can sell that fight is so much bigger than Aspinall versus Jones. And Aspinall versus Jones may still well be, there. But the greatest heavyweight of all time versus the greatest of all time.
For sure.
It has to happen.
It does. No, yeah. We were so close, and it does kind of have to happen. It's just a shame that it's like, we don't have much. The time's ticking. Jones is 36. In a year, he'll be 37.
That's how it works.
Basically, that's all I wanted to say. No, Jones is 36. He's getting on. He beats Stipe. He's 37, coming up 38, and Tom's still in his early 30s in his prime, and Jones is starting to slow down. He's getting a couple injuries. You can't last, no matter how good you are, John Jones being the greatest, no matter how good you are, your father time catches up with us all, right? So he's going to start slowing down, and we don't want to see a rusty old Jones versus a hungry young Tom Aspinall. It's not fair. Like, so I think if the Stipe fight happens with John, I don't think we get to see Aspinall versus Jones. And I really also just believe now we've got to consider Tom as the champ, because once that fight's over and they retire, Tom becomes the champ. He's just promoted. So we've got to think of Tom as the champ. Those guys are kind of like, John is like the champ, but he's also like not. It's a weird landscape. The heavyweight division is going to take a very long time to come to any sort of resolution, settle down.
Yeah, Dana really needs to whip out the ironing board on that one.
Whip out what?
Whip out the ironing board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bit
of this.
Yeah. One of them. Yeah, bit of steaming going on.
Yeah. Sound effects there from us.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, so bloody awesome fight. I was so hyped. I like screamed when that happened. Yes, get in. Come on, Tom.
No, I can see that for you in your English household.
Yeah. I remind you, Jackson, that,
go
on. We'll just pull up the screen for a moment. So these were your bets. You picked.
I did.
Sergey Pav.
Yep.
I also picked
Sergey Pavlova.
I did put submission, and I also changed my Pereira prediction like last minute on the app to round 2. Just saying.
But it doesn't say that there.
It doesn't say it here, but I did do it.
That's weird,
on my
isn't
app.
it?
I can post it. Do you want proof?
Oh, you're right.
All right. But yeah.
But no, thanks for letting everyone know that you were right.
Just
that is a very important detail. We need to make sure, guys.
We agreed off camera the punishment for losing this be that Jackson exposes his bare asshole on camera.
Didn't we have $1 on this fight?
Oh yeah,
last week.
Yeah, true. All right, you owe me $1.
Yeah.
You have one?
I think I have $1 on me. Yes.
Should we make this the customary?
Well, we did say we wanted to make it official on the. No, you're right.
Whatever you've got. Do you have like 50 cents?
I got 60.
Well, just give me 50 cents.
Yep.
This 50 cents will be the winner's coin.
Yep.
So whoever, I don't have a vivid.
I can just go on your side of the shelf there. Good on you, mate. No, we all know it's there. Just put it down. We know it's there.
Nah, fair play. See what happens next time.
Yeah, well done. It's hot.
Should we move on?
Yep.
Look at the rest of the card, eh?
The rest of the card was just as exciting.
It was a pretty crazy card. Should I pull it off?
Did you watch the prelim? Whoa. Did you watch the prelims this time around, Cody? Did you? Yeah?
I did. I always watch the prelims.
Well,
I actually did though, I promise. I'm gonna up my watching time. So rest of the main card for starters, Jessica Andrade, obviously with the extremely impressive performance there.
That was great.
That was pretty dope.
Fight. She dropped her so many times before that and just kept letting her get up.
It should have been stopped the one before.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That was bad.
We were yelling for a stoppage.
It was too much.
But fair play. I mean, she kept getting up. She kept walking forward. She looked pretty rocked at the end there.
She didn't look good at all.
No.
It was actually quite strange.
Neither of us chose Andrade to win.
No. Well, I did change my prediction last minute.
Another one.
No. I didn't.
Oh. Okay. So neither of us picked her to win.
No.
She was. I think she was the underdog, but she had the higher ranking, and she'll obviously keep that. But yeah, quite an exciting looking championship kind of contender there.
Yeah, she could definitely be up for another shot at the title after that performance for sure. Yeah. It's a shame about Dern because she's got a lot of talent. It's just that her boxing and the striking in that fight was so under par.
Yeah.
She just ran in with her chin up, and every time she did so, you were like, you're going to get chinned and you're going to get dropped and you're going to lose. And she did. Yeah,
all of those things, all of the above.
Chin was id. Got chinned.
So yeah, I think maybe someone around the same kind of same level for Dern is what I'd like to see next for her. See if she can really
bounce back a bit.
Yeah, bounce back and handle herself against like a. What are you talking about?
Handle herself.
Handle herself against like a capable opponent in that top 10. Filthy mind, Kobe. And yeah, for Andrade, maybe another top someone in the top 5, or even,
Yeah, for sure. Should we have a wee peek?
Yeah, let's see what's happening in the women's strawweight division.
Let me share the screen. So, yeah, women's straw. So obviously Whaley's the champ. She's already beaten Andrade. Spars is obviously number 1. Pretty ridiculous if you ask me. Obviously she was the champ, so she's there. Yan Xiaonan. I think she's actually fighting for the champion. I think they're booked. Whaley and Xiaonan. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
You probably did.
What would you say?
I'm not going to try.
I'm going to try. Okay. Xiaonan, I think. It's something like that. But yeah, I think they're already matched up. So
I'm going to leave that up to you.
we could put Andrade up there against Carlos Esparza or even Amanda Lemos.
Yeah.
Tatiana Suarez, she's always been on the fringes, so chuck her up against Suarez and maybe winner gets a title shot. Because Suarez has been really boss. Oh, she already beat Andrade very recently, so I guess not. I remember that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Honestly, I do think Andrade, Suarez deserves a shot at the title already. Anyways, so maybe against Amanda Lemos, that'd be a good fight. Both strong ladies with a lot of power from Brazil.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Right, Dana, book it. Book it, Dana.
Right there.
What about for Dern then?
I don't know any of these people, man.
I know the top ones. I don't think she should be fighting up.
No, I don't think she should be fighting up either. But I don't think she should. I think it should be another person in the rankings there.
Yeah, no, I agree. Maybe
Rosas.
That's yeah. That's that Dylan Dennis. He commented on that. Ariel's got a picture of her in his office,
right?
And he was like, "I'll fight this guy. I'll fight this guy. He's the young kid." And Ariel's like,
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, a real funny moment. But yeah, chuck her in against Raul Rosas Jr. And then yeah, we go from there.
Yep. Mackenzie Dern versus Raul Rosas Jr.
Well, we're in the same division. You saw it.
Yeah, we did. We all saw it. It was on the screen.
You can't say anything.
Can we bring him up just for reference for people who might not know?
Sure.
Thanks.
Raul Rojas Jr.
It's the man, by the way.
He is the man.
Well, sorry, he's the boy.
He's a man.
The boy.
He is actually a man. Unlike Werner. So
I'm sorry, but
honestly, it's insane.
Can we squeeze him up?
We've got Rojas Jr. and
what if he just showed up to one of her fights?
Just did it.
Put one of those
breast thing on.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's uncanny.
That's funny, eh?
Like this guy. Fucking
and it's a compliment to neither of them either. So
no. Well, they're both quite unfortunate looking. Really nice people, I'm sure.
Lovely.
But they've got a fighter's face, for sure.
Yeah.
Raul Rojas, I actually think he's got something wrong with him. Like, I think he's got like a birth defect. Wait.
Right. Wasn't there some other matchups on that card that we haven't talked about yet?
I'll cut that.
No, you won't.
You will not cut
that.
No, it's good fun. Good fun, eh?
It take too long to go through and edit it.
UFC. Oh, you can edit it then.
I'm dripping. We have to wipe these seats down after this.
We need towels. Bring your own towel. You'll only be led into the gym if you've got a sweat towel. Yeah, obviously moving on. Saint Denis, extremely impressive performance against Matt Frivola. Yeah, that was good. Moving on.
Oh no, that's the one that we had the bet on. That's the fight that we had the bet on.
Huh.
And it was me. I had Saint Denis.
Yeah, but overall winner of the card gets the coin.
Okay, all right. Now you can change it. But if you go back and watch it, we had a bet on this
I owe
fight.
you $1 then. I owe you $1.
Yeah,
I'll keep that.
Yeah, you can keep that.
But I'll give you $1.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. Really good fight. Turned out to be.
It did. Yeah. Well, it didn't last very long, but it was. Yeah, it was.
While it lasted, it was.
While it lasted, it was very exciting. And yeah, Saint Denis kind of has really just.
We both
just announced his arrival on the scene with that KO. It was incredible.
That was super impressive
on the way out.
Funny that I think we both chose decision for that one.
Can't remember now.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, have a gaze. I've already done a weather report. I need some more fill-in content for when you're.
Well, it's gotten harder since the last time we said it. So
yeah, probably has.
So here we are. So I obviously picked.
You had it for decision. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, there we go.
I had him for a knockout, but the wrong round. So, maybe that's why. These picks are you'll be able to do these yourself, guys, on Verdict.
Verdict MMA.
Verdict MMA.
Thanks for the shout out, Verdict. We'll have to clip that part and then tag them.
Yeah, we will. You'll be clipped right here, Verdict.
Yeah, honestly,
so
big shout out to Verdict MMA. It is actually a really cool platform. I'm not a big fan of betting. But,
no, neither.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Well, no, I'm not a big fan of like betting money. But I like having a bit of a wager on the fight,
Yeah.
And their system of being able to kind of earn like belts and chuck your XP on it and earn more XP.
Yeah, it's kind of
pretty good. I got my purple belt on the weekend.
Nice. Well done. I have only just downloaded the application. But yeah, already putting some solid picks down, if I do say myself.
Good man.
Thanks.
Yeah, so if we posted our picks on Instagram if you want to go and check them out. Just saying.
We post a lot of pics on Instagram.
We do. And OnlyFans.
Yeah. Look out for that.
Coming soon. Also a bit of a shout out. MMA History Today. We've already talked about them on the pod, and you probably know about them if you watch this podcast. Well, no, maybe you don't. But
maybe you don't.
Great page on Instagram. We've actually just ordered their newest pieces. Pretty excited for that to add.
A new piece on the way.
New piece on the way. So, yeah, thank you very much. MMA History Today. Great page, great artwork. The Art of Fighting is a great series. Quite excited for that.
I think you can actually see a pic of our new piece on our story right now. Yeah. And yeah, like you say, it'll be up there right behind me very shortly on the part of the wall that you have this poster here now that's a bit outdated.
It is. We'll have to demote that one.
We will.
But yeah, thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah, thanks.
They do not sponsor us, but if you want to, if you want to work together, hit us up.
Yeah, we're open to it.
Where were we?
We were
Saint Denis and Thingy. So
and Thingy, yeah. Matt Frivola, maybe.
Matt Frivola.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Right, Saint Denis looked extremely impressive. He didn't look in danger whatsoever.
No, he didn't. And he just got in there, got the job done, and got out. And I'm sure he'll be damn straight. I'm sure he'll be booked very shortly. Again, against
not too dangerous. He called out Justin Gaethje, which I thought was a little bit weird. Just because there's no way Gaethje's going to fight him.
No, maybe not. But I could see him put him up against someone who goes in there to have a bit of a slug. I reckon that'd be fun.
I thought of Gamrot, maybe.
Gamrot.
Gamrot
Fiziev injured at the moment, isn't he?
He's injured.
Yeah.
That would be a cool fight.
Fiziev Saint Denis, that'd be a great fight.
That'd be an awesome fight. But yeah, chuck him in against Gamrot. He's the only one up there who's you're right there.
I'm just I'm not going to keep addressing it. People probably sick of hearing it, but
chuck him against Gamrot. Lets him into that top kind of top 10, top 5 kind of place, and we'll see where he really belongs after that fight. Matt Frivola, another one who lost on this card, unfortunately. Super cool guy, but obviously got knocked out, which is a shame. But what do you think? What do you think's next for him?
Probably just keep bubbling around, fight maybe
Drew
another
Dober.
couple guys coming through and see if he's able to deal with them.
Yeah.
I guess. What do you think? What do you reckon? Do you reckon something like that maybe?
I guess. Yeah.
I think that'd be a good option.
Yeah, that's a good option.
I
But
can't
who
really
you
see
matching
him
against.
Hey,
Who would you put him up against?
I'm not so. You put me on the spot. You know what my answers are. Paddy Pimblett. Put him up against Paddy Pimblett
Tony
and
Pimblett.
Tony Ferguson at the same time.
Should we check out the lightweight rankings and see if we can really come
Well,
to a
no,
good-
there's no one on the rankings that I think he should fight. Maybe someone out of the rankings.
You reckon?
Where's he ranked?
I think
Matt Frivola.
he's in the top 15. He could fight Islam Makhachev. It'd be a good test for Makhachev.
He's ranked 14th.
He is. Yeah. So Bobby Green's booked.
And he
Oh,
just
Jalen-
beat
Um,
he just beat Jalen. He just beat Drew Dober, didn't he?
yeah, he's beaten Drew Dober. Yeah, I think he's going to have to pick a fight outside of the top 15.
Oh no way! Someone might have already said that.
Oh, good one. You also said that he wasn't in the rankings.
Yeah, I didn't say that directly. I didn't know that he was. But anyway, we could sit here and argue about this kind of stuff. These trivial little things all day. But Matt Frivola, I think, quite another guy who is maybe slightly just outside of the rankings. Someone who's shown some promise.
Maybe another prospect who's not quite as defined as Saint Denis. Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I really think if you run that fight back 50 times, Saint Denis probably wins 45 times,
Yeah, he looked pretty good in there.
He looked pretty dominant. Even on the ground, when they briefly went to the ground, he looked extremely impressive. He just shook him off and
Yep.
We do have one more fight to discuss that's on this card.
We do.
And that one goes by the name of
Diego
Lopez
Lopez.
versus Thingy.
Another thingy.
Another Thingy. I actually can't remember his name. Sabatini. That was a really cool fight.
Yeah.
We were super excited. Shout out Dylan. Dylan Harrison.
He's a big fan.
He's a big fan. It's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. It's almost like it's gone past being a fan. Maybe some sort of there's some other draw there with him and Diego Lopez.
He's like his only fan.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see him kind of sitting outside of Diego Lopez's kind of hotel window. Just bedroom window.
Just sniffing the air that comes out of it.
Yeah. But that's just you, Dylan. And that's all right.
It's fine. If that's what you're into. Super impressive informance, I was going to say.
Great performance.
I'll tell you, it's the sugar, man. I'm peaking.
Whoa.
It's pretty good. This.
You'd think the beer on the Saturday would do more to you,
I'm used to beer.
And here you are having a little bit of lemonade and you're freaking out.
Yeah, I don't.
Grow up.
You grow up. I'm the one drinking beer.
Well,
hey, I'm the alcoholic here. Remember that.
Who do we want to see Diego Lopez up against?
I'd say like Paddy Pimblett or something.
Booked, mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's
what I was going to say. I would say Paddy Pimblett, but he's booked because I think that would be a pretty cool card. But maybe like a Thiago Moises, someone of that kind of stature who's in the top 15, who's been tested, who's passed a couple tests. Pretty decent challenge, but it's an entrance to that top 15.
Mm-hmm.
The Paddy Pimblett fight I would just really like because imagine that headlining a fight night card. 5 rounds.
I thought he was lighter than lightweight for some reason.
Well, he could be. I could be being really stupid here.
Nice. Spanish footballer Diego Lopez.
Featherweight. Whoops, my bad.
There you go, mate.
So he's 19th ranked.
What an idiot.
You need to calm yourself. Slap you.
Oh, it's a sugar.
Yeah, 19th ranked featherweight in the world. I wouldn't put him up against a top 10 guy, but a top 15.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, someone on the lower fringes of the top 15 of the featherweight division. I probably wouldn't put him up against a lightweight like Paddy Pimblett.
Why not? Could be one good reason.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Paddy wasn't really showing anything scary.
Maybe like a Dan Ige could be interesting. Maybe that's a little bit too high. Alex Caceres.
Serious.
He's always on the fringes of that top 15, so that could be a good test, a bit of a gateway.
Bruce Leroy.
Jenkins.
Hey?
Leroy Jenkins.
That's Alex Caceres' nickname. Bruce Leroy.
Ah.
Yeah.
I wonder where that comes from.
Like Bruce Lee, but Leroy.
Reckon they'll have anything online for that?
Maybe. Have a look, see. Show everyone else too the whole time.
Yeah, they can have a geese.
You guys are involved.
You know what? I can't be bothered.
We're not showing you anything.
I'm not
now.
showing you anything. Yeah, someone like Alex Caceres. I'd say that.
And he's always in exciting fights too. So
you're sweating.
I'm just.
Am I sweating that bad?
I can't tell if you're sweating as bad as me,
Okay,
but you look beady.
Shiny.
There's some beads forming for sure.
Oh god.
Wet
we'll
episode.
Stop bringing it up.
Episode 6
Moist.
is wet.
Moist.
Boys get wet on episode 6.
We do. We could title it that.
Episode 6 gets wet.
Very warm in this room. That's what he's trying to say. Alex Caceres, that would be a good matchup for Diego Lopez.
Yes.
For sure. I think, chuck him against him. See what happens there. Super talented, though. That knockout was crazy. I thought it was going to be a submission. I thought he would knock him down and go ahead and submit him after the knockdown. But he just unloaded some insane ground and pound.
Yeah.
He put him out. He didn't know where he was. So, yeah, super impressive. Again, shout out to Dylan, favorite fighter.
I think you see that a lot too. You know, someone that you go in there and you're expecting to get submitted, well, not expecting, but knowing that that's their main tool. You go to the ground and you shell up in a way that you're protecting yourself from submissions and just
Open to strike.
Yeah, you just open yourself up to. You see it happen quite a lot. You know, like these jiu-jitsu guys who are posing real threats to people, submission wise, and they'll just go to the ground and pound you out.
It's a good it's a good thing to have, like a really high level jiu-jitsu guy. It's the fear of being submitted by someone else really opens up your hands.
Yeah,
especially on the ground. Yeah. No, super impressive. And Pat Sabatini is also a good fighter. You know, it's a good test for someone like that. And he seems to be a real big fan favorite as well. Obviously, opening up a main card for a numbered event. It's pretty impressive. He's got a really good team around him. Bit of a character, crazy haircut.
Someone to watch.
What's not to love?
Yeah, someone to keep a close
eye
on.
Put him up against Paddy Pimblett. Now. Cancel Tony.
Class.
But yeah, so a lot of exciting stuff to see from there. One thing I did want to bring up, Jackson, is the UFC Toronto card that got announced during the obviously during the event.
Yeah.
Popped up, and I thought that it was really impressive. Some really good ones to watch. I'll pull it up on the screen. Did post about it on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at casual at Combat Corner 205. Right there.
Yep.
Don't worry, no one's listening anyways.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, so off the back of that Sean Strickland card that we, versus Duplessis that we kind of briefly went over on Saturday. But yeah, now seeing the rest of the card as announced, there is quite a lot of big names on there.
There are.
What are your thoughts on the co-main?
The co-main? I think it will be nice to get the bantamweight division champion again, basically.
What do you think on Sean's comments on the co-main?
Was that the comments when he was like, this is what male fighting is like, and then this is what female fighting is like? Or the fact that he said that he tried to help them do their job.
Yeah, I was more getting at that point.
Interesting. Hopefully they don't bump into each other.
Yeah, they might have some, some serious things for Sean.
Yeah, they might hit him.
Yeah, they might.
They might even punch him, and they're pro fighters.
Yeah, he should. Watch your mouth, Sean. Stop talking smack on these woman fighters.
Yeah, honestly, they'll beat you up.
You should watch your back, man.
No, I mean, it's interesting. I would have thought that Juliana Pena would have been fighting for the strap, but
nah.
Nah.
Oh, well.
Get her out.
Yeah, get out of it.
She is a bit annoying.
Oh, God, she pissed me off.
Well, after...
when she was yelling and...
yeah, that was annoying.
What fight was that? Nunes was fighting...
She that was her last fight, yeah.
Who was it against again?
Can't remember who her retirement fight was against.
Either way, she dealt to them.
Irina Aldana.
Wow.
She was pretty good coming up to that as well.
Yep. And Juliana Pena, getting back to it, was just standing at the side of the cage yelling. This is old news, obviously. You know, if you're an MMA fan, you would have heard about this and everyone else's reaction to it. But yeah, just very unsportwomanly like. And it was just an ugly moment to watch. So yeah, I don't care that she's not fighting for the belt now.
Yeah.
Give it to these two ladies.
Yeah.
I know so much about.
Well, Raquel Pennington has been there for a very long time. Bruno Silva's not ranked, so that's interesting. Maybe she's coming from another organization. Should we check that out?
Yeah, I think so. Where is she coming from? Sherdog.
Sherdog. I love Sherdog. That's another shout out we can make. So, oh no, it looks like she is in the UFC. We're just useless as usual. Holly Holm, no contest. It was overturned. Oh, I think that was. Yeah, interesting. So she is on a pretty decent winning streak. So I don't know why she's not ranked at bantamweight though. That's kind of strange.
Odd.
Weird, eh?
It's odd. But either way, a good fight. We got Neil Magny there on the fight under that, I believe.
Maggers. Yes, Neil Magny versus Mike Mallow. Good opportunity for Mike to step into the top 15.
Yeah, I think Neil's a good test for people like that too.
Yeah.
He provides, decent skills in all areas of the game to kind of put a decent test on
that really strong grappling.
Yeah, and with all the experience that he's got, he's had the most wins in welterweight history, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That on its own is a great stat to have.
For sure. No, it'll be a really good one. Obviously, I'm really excited for Blachowicz versus Rakic. I think that's a good one that should help us understand the landscape of light heavyweight a bit better. Obviously they fought before, but Rakic injured his leg.
Yep,
it was really unfortunate.
Arnold
Allen, he's coming back.
Is this the first time we've seen him since Max Holloway, or has he fought since then? Arnold Allen. Am I thinking of a different guy?
I think you're thinking of Brendan Allen.
No, I think I am. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
maybe you're thinking
right.
of Brendan Allen.
I was thinking of him. It's my bad.
Is this the first time we've seen him since Holloway?
It is. Yeah, it is.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he's cool. He's another really cool guy.
Taking some time away, I think, is a good thing because he looked really close in that Holloway fight. He did. I know he still lost convincingly, but he lost against Holloway fighting Holloway's fight. You know what I mean? And he had some decent moments there, and he was striking with him right until the very end.
Yeah, he was in that fight. He just got outclassed. Yeah, for sure.
I think some time away and some time to really just focus in and really sharpen up those tools, I think would be a big ups to Arnold Allen. I'd rate him going into this fight. Didn't matter who it would be against, maybe not.
He's got something to prove, right?
Yeah,
something to prove.
Yeah, and I think if he wants to stick around in that top 5, then it's gotta be now.
Yeah, for sure. He's a young guy, obviously cool character, but he's coming up against someone who's ranked number 11. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth for someone like that. For him, obviously he lost his last fight, so it's kind of expected.
Yeah,
but he's a big featherweight man. So I really expect him to win too.
Yeah.
We've obviously got Dominic Reyes coming back against our man Carlos Ulberg.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the way that Carlos Ulberg is going and the way that Dominic Reyes is going, this is a perfect fight for Carlos Ulberg.
Yeah, it's the right time, right?
And a terrible fight for Dominic Reyes, but he seems to like to take those fights.
Yeah, he does. He does. He really does. Yeah.
But good for him.
The thing is, it's tough because I'd love to see Reyes get another win and get back on track a little bit, but I love.
There's too many other names in there, man, and it's past that point. I think.
I think it is past the point of no return. 3 really bad knockouts in a row. It's tough. It's tough on the chin, and as talented as Dominic Reyes is, yeah, I don't really see him getting it done. He's much bigger than Holberg, though, I swear.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. I think Olberg would be a lot bigger. Did you see Reyes standing next to Alex Pereira?
But Alex Pereira is Alex Pereira, isn't he?
I know, but he's the. Yeah, I think Olberg will make him look small, man. Olberg's a big guy. A big guy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Right, yeah, that's interesting fight nonetheless. Bit of interest here. Brad Katona versus Armfield, Chris Curtis, Charles Jourdain. Some really good fights. Super excited for that card. Obviously, they put Chris Curtis on there because it's good old Sean's fighting.
Yeah.
So, the buddies.
I like that.
Which is cool. It's just a great card. The whole thing's great.
It'll be a fun press
events,
conference.
Yeah, it will. Well, I'll tell you what, the next press conference, 256, that's going to be good. You got Colby, Leon.
256.
296, sorry. I don't know why I got that wrong. Maybe I've got autism.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
maybe
Colby, you got Leon, you got Paddy Pimblett, you got Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
It's going to be a good. Then you got Ian Gary, and you've got Vicente Luque, obviously.
And then
welterweight division.
Ian Gary in that beef with Leon Edwards.
Yep, we've mentioned that before. That was our most viewed clip that we've got, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. That's a good stat. Fun fact.
One thing I did want to bring up, thank you for Harry, our stat man, for letting us know about this. That was, I believe, the third shortest fight time in UFC history, that main card of a main card. Yeah, 21 minutes. In a few seconds and change. So
yeah,
pretty insane.
But it was good this time, you know.
Yeah, it was.
It was good.
It was amazing.
Because sometimes they run quickly, but it's not exciting. Or there's kind of some moments that like your Johnny Walker versus Uncle Live moments. You get some of those in there, but it was a masterpiece of a card.
It all went well.
It just
all went well.
Everything clicked in nicely together.
And we actually did pretty well in our picks, so I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, wrapping up the show. What a week of fights.
What a week of fights.
What a week of drinks.
And what a week of drinks. Correct, yeah.
Might have one more
yeah. Coming off our Iron Brew from last week's episode. Taking over the top spot on the non-alcoholic beverage side of the chart here. Recommended via our Instagram story. Once again, thank you Dan Stone for this recommendation.
Dan. I really liked that.
Yeah.
It was a little bit too sweet and tangy.
Yeah.
I think a little bit too sweet and tangy.
It's one of those things. I'd like to try some of their other flavors. I think it's an interesting take on lemonade, putting some blueberries in there.
Bit of blood. The bottle's cool. Cool little bottle.
It is a cool bottle.
The color is a little bit off-putting. Like, check out that color. That is very blue.
It's almost ocean blue. You could say
like Tekapo blue. It's pretty crazy.
It's got real lemon bits.
It does, yeah.
Some bits of lemon.
But look, I'm going to get down to business here. The bottle, I think, really helps it score. It's a yummy drink. I would prefer it cold, a little bit warm. But I probably only want to drink about that much of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to drink a whole bottle of this.
No.
So maybe get a bottle in for like a whole day, and drink it over the day.
Yeah.
Small cups. Because it's a bit intense. Like, it's actually really sweet and quite tangy. So I'm going to give it, what did we give Iron Brew last week?
It got a high rating, I remember that.
It said at about a 7.9 or something.
Something like that.
Something around that. If Iron Brew
was hot.
We'll say Iron Brew got an 8, right? If Iron Brew gets an 8, this gets a 6.8 for me.
6.8 for you?
Yeah, I do like it.
That's good, because I was going to say around a 6.6.
6.6. So
6.66.
We'll go
6.66. I'm going a bit of a dicey number there.
6.73. I think is the middle. So 6.73, it slots right in here in the middle of the two. Chuck it up there. Pop a star in our reasonably priced car. Right there. So we don't have another winner. Second on the list currently. Definitely a much better drink than Wang Lao Ji. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it was good to get that one out of the way in the beginning. You know,
We just
so we can watch it drop down the order
and then
for
eventually
the next couple of
disappear.
months. Yeah,
It'll be down here soon.
yeah, it'll be on the wall.
It will. But give it a go. Like I'm definitely not opposed to drinking that again. I think I'll probably try that again. Maybe if I go out for like a picnic or something.
What, Wang Lao?
No,
Oh,
not Lao.
oh, Calypso.
Calypso.
Yeah, it's a nice picnic drink.
Picnic drink. You know,
Yeah,
as long as
it's
it's
a
got some
picnic
ice
drink.
to it.
Yeah, if you guys aren't on a picnic and I see you with some Calypso
I'm gonna be
Ocean
worried.
Blue lemonade, I'm gonna bring this T-shirt that I wore on this episode of this podcast, and I'm gonna ring it out over
Thank
your
you,
head,
Liam Watt.
because it's a picnic drink. It's a picnic drink, and I'm wet. We're getting wet on episode 6, drinking picnic drinks. That's what we're up to. I think we've sweated long and hard enough.
I think we
through
have. I
this
want to open a
episode.
window and I need to go to the bathroom. So
Yep.
let's finish this up, eh?
Hey,
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel
don't forget.
if you're deaf.
Yeah, that's good.
you're
So
deaf.
like, subscribe,
Yeah,
comment.
please like, subscribe, drop some feedback.
Yep,
We love feedback.
we love feedback.
Anything, give us some free stuff if you've got free stuff to give us. And
Do
yeah,
that.
share our stuff around. We would really appreciate it. Every little bit helps.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you again on Saturday. Have
See
a
you on
good week.
Saturday. Have a good one.
Peace.